Hi. I got them on my headphones. I think I charged them. Hi, Shar. You can't have my Girl Scout cookies. These things are like $1 a cookie. Feels like it anyway. Like 50 cents a cookie. I only get like 10 in there. How wild. Hi, Kai. Oh, the friend. You can't have my lemon cookies, they're mine. All I did was open the game and then I laid the Switch down right after I sent the pictures in the Discord. Like, oh, I don't want to miss anything. I immediately locked the Switch. I didn't do anything. I could have waited to get on. But I didn't. So now we're here. We got a gift. Another gift. The thing I bought. My mommy sent me something. These are not for dogs. They are for nannies. I'll learn a recipe. No, go away. They're not for you. I like a Picasso. Actually, I don't like it. It freaks me out, so we're gonna take it off, but... Nice. I also have a dead man on the beach. Yo. Someone looked me in the face and told me they licked every single cookie before I could have one. I would have thrown him off the boat too. I don't think he falls. I think they throw him. I still can't believe it's been 4 years, but like I logically know, I'm like, yeah, no, the maths. But I'm like, how the fuck? And like playing this game of all games really makes it sink in. Because that means it's almost been a little short. A couple of months short, because I started around in May. It's almost been 5 years since I started streaming. Like, Animal Crossing is what started that adventure for me. It got me an affiliate, because I did like a big giveaway, and I'd posted it on the Facebook pages, and in my turnip exchange line, I was putting my Twitch username, like the whole thing, you know? Yeah, literally take pictures of everything you make between then and now, or you know, then and yeah, now and then. If it's an Instagram page or whatever, like you can, with like the meta business stuff, you can literally, I have stuff scheduled until March 1st. I have something scheduled every day until March 1st, because I can go in and I can make up a post. So when I have the energy, I make a bunch of posts at one time. But I have them scheduled once a day, all the way till, you know, literally March at this point. So anytime you take a picture of something, I'd post it, tag where you got the pattern or whatever, because that's also going to help you become, like, if you ever want to be a tester for patterns, most people want you to have a page that's like you're gonna be posting on too, because I remember that was an issue with one of the patterns at 1.2, and they ended up letting you do it, but a lot of testers want to be able to see that you're gonna post them. I don't even think I have a shovel yet. Hopefully I can get a shovel, otherwise this is useless. We posted some. We have over 500 listings on Etsy right now. It's kind of insane in the membrane. Speaking of. There's another app that's like related that like when you log in. For me, I log into both like in the it's called Meta Business. You might be able to just schedule it through Instagram specifically, but if you have a Facebook page for it too, which I don't know if you do, when I schedule it, it schedules to post on both sites at the same time. But it's a Meta Business app, Business Suite. But yeah, I've got a thing that's like called, it's just got a planner in the app, and then I click create in this top corner and asks you when I want to post it, or if I scroll down to a certain day and I want to be like, yep, create a post for, you know, it says tap create next to all those days, so I can just hit like, yeah, I want one for March 2nd. Bloop, bloop, bloop. On the actual Instagram app, I think you can. If you go into your settings and activity and scroll down, there's like a scheduled content as one of the things in your settings, and it'll say you haven't scheduled anything yet, and you can hit schedule a post, and then you can schedule a post that way too. So that would be without using another app to do it. That would just be in Instagram. If you just click in the like the 3- thing in the right hand corner and scroll down, you'll see scheduled content, which is under for professionals. As long as I think.
What should I name the island?
I don't know. I really struggled. I named mine New Rome because I've been reading Percy Jackson, and he's working on getting his college recommendations to go to New Rome University. Boo on having your time off work almost done. Boo! I told you guys yesterday my sister might be getting surgery today. She did get surgery today. She's doing good. She's out of surgery. Her shoulder hurts because of the way they had her in surgery. But generally okay. Aha, we do have storage now. Bless. I don't know where peaches came from, but I need to find furniture that has storage so I don't have to do it like this. There's a button for it, isn't it? I'm stupid. Oh no, that just lets me access. Ooh. What'd you name it, Matt?
I don't know.
Oh, I thought you did it already. I don't know. I spent like 20 minutes on it yesterday. It got to the point that Sid was like, we're gonna spend your whole stream. And I'm like, and you know what? It doesn't matter because the game runs on real time. So we're not actually missing dick. It's still gonna be dark when I play. It's still gonna... It won't matter. So how about that? Alright, let me pick all these up so I can take them to my man Blathers, who should be here today in his tent. Whoa! Hello, you ugly ass cat. I can't wait to kick you out of this town. I do not like the way he looks at all, just so you guys know. Nights get me hyped. Dang it, I still don't have a shovel. Boots. I like boots. The outfit could change, but in terms of his character design, he's not freaky looking. Wow, they got bubblegum KK. That brings back some good old memories. Jesse had that playing on every inch of his island. Let's stretch. We're gonna do some group stretching. I don't think I've ever seen this. I don't know if it's new or I just never clicked on this button. We're gonna raise both arms. We're really getting some good stretches in, guys. Definitely think I'm supposed to be standing. That's okay. We're really getting it now. Oh, I'm sorry. Not on time. Oh. Wonder if I'm supposed to use both Joy-Cons. Maybe that's why my lady's not doing it. I'm not gonna do jumping jacks, so everyone knows. Good job, guys. That was some good stretching. Never clicked on that in my life. So glad we did it. Ugh. I can't pay you yet. Ooh. Okay, bye. Oh, I should have gone to the machine. Get my daily check-in. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Try to remember later. Oh, I tripped on a snowball. Hello, Blathers. Weird at seeing him in this little ass room. That's how I imagine like a museum person, though. A little tucked in a little office, doing his little research. I am Nanner. Matt's got to speedrun 5,000 Nook miles because my airport's open and his isn't because he fell asleep last night. And he's not speedrunning that hard because he hasn't picked his island name. You're playing on your phone. Fossils? Ooh, we're getting a recipe DIY over here to hop over the river. Yay. A vaulting pole. Up and over you go, hooty hoo. Oh, and a shovel. That's good. Well, I do have some stuff for you. Yes. I don't know. Something like a mustache. A carp will have some facial hair, where a Christian carp is considerably better groomed. I've got something. You can have a pond smelt too. Absolutely can. I would love nothing more. It's the thoughts of ice fishing and frozen rivers and lakes. Ice fishing involves making a round hole in the ice, dropping a fishing line, and waiting. Not to rain on anyone else's idea of fun, but, well, perhaps I shouldn't say anything. There you have it. Fascinating stuff. Yeah, let me pull up Grundos. I got a 13-hour ban intentionally, but I paid $0 for it. I emptied my bank account and then just kept hitting 0 on a coin I knew that would ban me. Until it said, sure, I guess I'll give this pity haggle to you. So I got another buzzer coin, which isn't worth a lot, but it is worth like 350,000. And you get it for free. I like free. Free is good. Alright, back to the bottom. Maybe I won't have him tell me every single fact he knows about every single thing. Ugh! The horror, the repugnance. Bugs, I do detest them. Still, there's much I can tell you about the insect you apprehended, if you insist, that is. Please go and tell me. In that case, many think the moth is strictly a nocturnal creature. Alas, no. These frightful fluttering beasts have known to haunt the daylight and twilight hours, too. Thus, there's no time of day One might escape the moth trait I dislike most of all, those feathery antennae. The mere thought of them gives my feathers goosebumps, and I'm no goose. Any host? My sincerest thank yous. And though bugs are the bane of my existence, rest assured the wretched thing will get the best of care here. I gotta look up what time that thing is. Noon to 4. That's what time we would have to go tomorrow, Matt, at noon. Nope, he's still waiting to name his island, but he's on his phone and not naming his island right now. He has not done anything for Animal Crossing since falling asleep yesterday. I didn't. Someone asked Matthew. I says hi. I think they can hear you. If not, you just have to speak up a little bit. Is that everything then? Based on the fact that he doesn't want these? No. I haven't donated those. Must have hit back at one point instead of I have more. Sure, you can tell me some facts about the black bass. Invasive. It is a freshwater guppy. Eek! Get off my scale, please. You fuckers kill the battery when I'm not even weighing anything. Sorry, my sixth door just texted me. She wanted to know what I'm doing tomorrow because there's like a chocolate expo or something. So then I had to text Sid and see. All right. All right. It's like $10 if we go at like between 4 and 6 tomorrow to this thing. Would you like to go, or are you gonna probably?
No.
Okay.
I like chocolate.
All right. She's gonna send me the Eventbrite page. It's like $5 more if we pay at the door, so might as well get the tickets now. Okay, I sent everything. Okay, cool here. Alright, that's all. I'm gonna go deep dive into the water, I think. It'll give me the donations faster. When the game used to, like the first time you played, diving wasn't a thing. I had to work a lot harder for this. I had to only do fishing. Bugs. I'm pretty sure I can go leap into the water. Nice. I guess I forgot you kind of have to like physically swim. Good news, guys! I got some seaweed. I have stars! Oh, I need to get out of the water. I thought it was the snowflakes that were making that noise, because it's kind of that tinkly, like... It was shooting stars. I wonder if I'll get any more. Alright, I want to buy these tickets really quick. I'm gonna end up buying a bunch of shit tomorrow I don't need to be eating. But I imagine a chocolate expo is gonna have many chocolates that I want. And hopefully samples of chocolates. That's my goal. But I actually have no idea. I don't even know what it means. I just said, sure, I'll go. They don't want to go by themselves. Man, this needs a lot of information. Oh, not really. Okay. Oh, fuck. Shit. Oh, my freaking password. Didn't ask me for one when I bought them. I'm upset because there was all those little stars, and then I got out of the water and I haven't heard a ting since. Oh my god damn it, I just hopped out of the water all willy-nilly. Can you just give me my tickets, you freak? Oh, that's fun. They're gonna have the actors from the really original Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Guy who played Charlie Bucket, Veruca Salt, and Mike TV, and the Oompa Loomp, Rusty Goffey.
Yeah.
It's like a 50-year-old movie. They've got to be ancient. Specifically the Oompa Loompa. He was already older. The kids weren't, was my point. Like, so they would only be like 50 or 60. He was already 20 or 30. That man's got to be a bajillion. Yeah, we got the discounted tickets that are for the last 2 hours of the day. Because the crowds are typically lower and they want people to come. I can be them people. It says most vendors will still have samples after 4, so there's plenty of products available, blah, blah, blah. So, should still have a good time. You know, I don't even realize it. Because I think I mean, it was correct. But I'm not even conscious of the fact that it wouldn't even matter if they were correct. Whenever I talk about anyone in text form, I always refer to them as they, regardless of their gender, because that's just how I text. But Alex asked, because I was talking about, Sid, and they were like, oh, are they? And I'm like, well, they are, but also, I didn't even notice that I had, like, but yes. About being non-binary. And I was like, well, yes, but I went back, I was like, why'd they randomly ask that? And I'm like, oh, I guess because they were like, I'm like, yeah. Hmm? Yeah, I just thought it was funny. Because I know, like, looking back, I was talking about April earlier, and I know I did the same thing. It's just how I text, I think. So we'll have the Pokemon thing at Best Buy, and then later in the day we'll be going a little bit down. Down, down, down. Last time I've been there was when we were at the military ball. Mm-hmm. Wahoo! Being very considerate. I found a sweet shrimp. It's being very considerate. Have you named your island yet?
I put up my tent.
You put up your tent. What'd you name your island?
Yeah.
You still haven't named it? I thought that's what part you were on. You just thought you were on that part?
Yeah.
He hasn't even reached the naming yet. He put up his tent. Now me an octopus. Got a lot of anemones. Got 2 more slots. Have you put up tents for the other people yet?
That's what I'm working on now.
Can I have your giraffe? Isn't that one of your villagers? Oh.
Got a kangaroo.
Oh, you're a tiger. I think I combined a kangaroo and a tiger to make a giraffe in my head.
Makes
Long body and stripes made giraffe in my head. I don't know. Who needs a pole vault when you can just swim to the other side of your island? I got a wish. Whew. I thought I was gonna miss it again though. I was gonna be upset. I love shooting stars. I need to get back to my house now. Or at least to my side of the thing. Yeah, I'd messaged them to just said to see like how the work was going, and they said there's no wind in sight, and I was like, all right, well that. That's what Alex said. I didn't know yet what I was doing tomorrow. And I'm like, well, I guess that answers that. But we're going to the zoo next month, so eat a hole. Any sticks around here? I need some sticks. Some sticks. I gotta stop shaking these trees before I shake down a nest again. I need to make a shovel. And a pole vault, and I bet they all take... actually... No, the original's still gonna take this. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. 4 and 1... 5 and a whole... That's a whole thing. Yeehaw. I know. I was just trying to get, you know, a stick or two, and then they just kept coming. That's because I'm melting a wax melt. That's for good fortune. It was made by a witch. It's apparently no longer in business. Because I went to go to their website and it doesn't exist no more. Who am I supposed to buy witchy wax melts from? If anyone's got any good infused, spell infused freaking wax melts for me, let me know. No, the horror. Bravo and thank you. I do have some more things for you. I'm gonna take that device from you and tell all your friends you're not allowed to play no more.
Why?
Because you're supposed to be playing with me!
I am.
You said you were gonna get your 5,000 Nook miles tonight.
Too easy.
I've been streaming for an hour. You haven't laid down your friend's tents yet. You haven't even gotten a Nook phone.
I've gotten two of the tents down.
You got a Nook phone yet? So you can't earn miles. Jeez Louise, you're killing me. It was his idea to start new islands together. It wasn't even mine.
Are you getting any serotonin?
No, I'm getting what is Fuel's rage again? That's what I have towards you about this game.
I don't know.
Because it's not dopamine. You motherfucker. You're killing me. An octopus. Yes, please tell me about octopuses. 3 hearts. I always forget they have a bunch of hearts. Ooh. The thing is crazy. It's like one of the weirdest things to see when we go to the aquarium because they move so funny. A lot of times it's sleeping, but when it's moving, it's like I want to watch it, but it's so freaky. The giant octopus.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird because a lot of times he climbs up the glass, which means you're looking into his body too. When all his legs are like, it's like a horror movie. In the best way, I sit there and go, yes, this is so cool with my camera. Anti-dopamine. Yes. Yay. So you won't take anything else from me, will you? God damn it, I gotta go put it all outside my house again. Because I collected too much. He can't take it. That's valid. Well, the issue right now is that even though Matt has the game, I'm on day 2 because I worked really hard to get to this point. So, like, I've already unlocked everything I needed to be able to use my airport. He doesn't have an airport, so we can't even play together because he fell asleep last night. And probably won't be able to play together tomorrow because he probably won't finish this today. Killing me. I'm gonna try to build a better snowball. Maybe he'll say he's perfect.
Need 10 sticks.
Be careful shaking trees. Because you might get wasped.
I don't want this stick.
Mine's in the middle of freaking winter, and for some reason these wasps don't die. Yeah, it is weird that, you know, it's either you're not online at all, which, like, this game, you can do a lot offline because of the way they do their Nook mod. Like, you can travel to islands that aren't actual friends islands to be able to, like, get the fruit you're missing and stuff. But obviously, it is more fun. There's no arguing that. More fun when you're able to play with friends. Is he perfect? Oh, he was almost a perfect snow person. You know, like making my head the right size for my body. But who am I to complain? Fuck you, buddy. He's so sassy. Who am I to complain? I can put this stuff in my house now. That's good. That's the hardest thing for me, is trying to count. Like, I am awful at trying to keep count when crocheting. That's why I was so unsure if I'd even be able to stream it. I just can't talk too much during a round. Unless it's like the same thing over and over again. So we found in the message in the bottle. Oh, okay. Say put in storage. I can put these into storage. Because if I can, I'll just put them in there. Cool. Well, the extra one I can sell. Nice. Yeah. What game was it?
Good question.
No, I'm trying to think, because I think I ended up putting Kai on my plan, so I think with one of the games that we got, I had another code for a few months of Nintendo Online, but I don't even know what game it was or what I did with the code.
It was one of the recent games.
Yeah.
Game?
It might have been Mario Party. It was Mario Party, yeah. Because I was gonna say I wouldn't have done it for whatchamacallit. What did I do with those? That's unrelated. It's just like, I think it was a few months or something. Or a month at least. Sure. Our fearless leader. Sure. Iron nuggets. I remember the iron nuggets sucking to get. I need actual wood for those, which is unfortunate because they're in my closet. I thought they would need sticks. I don't know why. Just because the other tools did, it would just make sense to me. Let's go get the wood. I need to build a craft table. Let me figure out. Oh no, I need it. Yeah, for real. No. Keep hitting the wrong button. Trying to figure out how to open the storage in here. There we go. I guess we'll go hit some trees. I will eventually get the Switch too. I think on release, me and Matt are gonna at least try and get one. But I'll know a better answer in April when I figure out what game's gonna drop with the release. Because if it's something that I'm like, oh fuck, then we're both gonna need that. We'll probably each get one. But Matt's OLED's pretty new.
Mario Kart.
Well, Mario Kart we could play on a shared screen. Otherwise, we need 2 copies of the game too.
Yeah, 2 Switches.
I know, but I'm saying like we would really only, for something like Mario Kart, would only need one. I could duplicate my screen so it listen, I could duplicate my screen so it showed up on that TV. So you could literally see the same thing as me without having to squeeze into my computer space. But yeah, I think it would depend on what games are going to come out with it. Because there are some games where it's like, absolutely, there's not a chance in hell I would not get that on release. But I can't think of a single one right now. I think if they drop the Pokemon game, which I'm sure we'll hear more about, what is that, next weekend? Or next week sometime. For Pokemon Day, we're getting a Pokemon Direct, I believe. We'll probably hear more about the A to Z or whatever. That game may be enough for me to be like, wow, we both need our, we're gonna have to save up for it. Here's a kidney. But yeah. Yeah, they posted on their socials. I saw it on Facebook. They're having a direct that day. And tomorrow, participating Best Buys, you can go and get like free swag. I'm hoping mine has free swag. It's on the list of ones participating. But it's like, oh, you can play hands-on experience with like Pokemon Scarlet Violet and, you know, Pokemon TCG. And I'm like, okay, and? But then I read that they are gonna have some free goodies, and I like free goodies. So if I can get a lanyard or something, it's worth driving because it's in right near my Costco. So then I can go to Costco afterwards because we have a $100 certificate. A little bit more, give or take. And so I'm gonna buy things I don't really need because we'll already be in the vicinity. Maybe I'll even get a hot dog. Right, Matt?
Yeah.
I love my $1.50 hot dog.
Maybe a Costco pizza.
I like Costco pizza. I still think it's funny the one time, the second time Haley came up, like that was, can we get Costco pizza? And I was like, God damn right we can. Like, yeah, well, I just did grocery shopping, so it's like we're not down on anything, but there are things that, you know, I could use more things like more pasta and more stuff that's like, it's not gonna go bad anyway to buy in bulk. But I got the meat at Aldi's pretty cheap, so I already got the meat and stuff at Aldi.
She seemed so disappointed with Costco too.
What?
Haley.
She said she liked it, but like she's been in a BJ's before, so like,
Yeah, for the
I agree, but she's seen wholesale and she didn't have any money to spend. So it's kind of like when we took Onyx. We're like, no, it's really cool. I just can't afford anything here. Just because it's cheaper by unit doesn't mean it's cheap to buy. If you are used to buying 3 packs of ramen, then the case is a good deal, but it's also a lot more than, you know, $3. I know. But yeah, she did remember the pizza though. That's all that matters. She remembered the food court, which was the best part. I'm gonna sell some of these, earn some money. I feel like I gotta save some for Leaf though. He gives me a better deal.
Name my island Wilson.
Nice. You know, the only time I watched that was in my human studies class in high school with the teacher that drew dead bunnies on the back of my test I told you about recently.
Nice.
Yep. That was human studies. He related that to the class and we got to watch that too.
It is human studies, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it was just showing, like,
What happens
when you're left alone.
Island?
No, it's not that he's stuck on an island. It's it's the isolation.
Yeah.
It's not that the island wouldn't matter. He could be locked in a home. He could have been locked anywhere.
But it was an island.
It was an island. Keep talking to him, but I don't need to talk to him. Back in my day, Tom Nook used to own the shop. These little munchkins didn't even exist. Sold.
Have you ever looked up North Korean insults?
No.
They call people like dumb dogs.
Well, probably doesn't translate as nicely as it sounds in their language, you know what I mean? Probably just doesn't hit that good here. Ah, shit. I kind of want the shovel. Okay, different kinds of wood, so that's fine. But yeah, there's a thing at Best Buy tomorrow to celebrate ahead of time, so I'm gonna go there tomorrow. And see if I can get free stuff. Even a pack of Pokemon cards, I'll be happy. It's not very far from me, so it's not like I'm making a trip for it or anything. I was just excited to see our local one was participating. I was like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, time to party. Better be in your mouth. Not your booty hole.
Do you have chapstick?
No, my lips are so goddamn dry. No. I don't think I have chapstick over here. I'll double check, but... Feel really quick while I'm thinking of it. I have super glue.
I put that over.
I have nail polish. Okay, well, kind of sounds like you don't need help that bad.
Give me the glue.
Which one? Okay. Those are new. Whether or not they printed okay, I don't know, because I wasn't down there. Damn it.
I mean, I can go down there, yes, but...
No, I didn't put... I was speedrunning my asshole. I feel like you haven't even gotten your phone yet. Oh my god, if I miss these stars because...
That had better been your now.
It was my butt. I had a lot of cheese today. Part of that was real. The fart part was fake. I did have my crab dip today for lunch. What do you want, cat? God damn it, I just made a shovel. But they gave me a better shovel, so it's fine. Of all time? Harvest Moon. A Wonderful Life, specifically. But that's partially just nostalgia. Second would be Fields of Mystria. It came in hot and quick. It's way up there really quickly. I think the artwork on it is really fun for the characters. It's got that, like... I don't know. And the animals, the way you get to put little outfits on them. That's a 10 out of 10. And don't even get me started on how cute the fact that I can breed the animals to make different colors is. My animals on Fields of Mystria, not this game. Oh, we should go give that to what's-his-face. Oh, but that was before. I think I'll have to wait until we have the full island. Oh yeah, this is my wishbone, Matt. This is what I kept calling a wishbone earlier. It's got two waterfalls with a little space in between and a waterfall behind it. It's like a wishbone. You like look at my map here? It's a little wishbone.
Nice.
That's...
A slider.
Oh, you're going to sleep for the first time?
Yeah.
I was telling Chad about how the first time I played through this, I missed my 3-star concert with KK Slider because I was too busy being really, really drunk and throwing up Mango Malibu. It was that night you gave me bad news and I... Yeah, while you were deployed. You just casually were like talking about coming home, getting on more contracts and stuff, I think.
Oh.
But you weren't casually talking about it. Yeah, and so me and Morgan sat in a parking lot, cried a little bit. Well, I cried, she listened. And then we went into a liquor store. We picked out alcohol. And then I told her I hate her because I will never be able to drink mango flavored anything ever again. We talk about Mango Malibu a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, the bad news, Matt was pregnant. Even worse news, it wasn't mine.
It was parodies.
Okay, I will look at it in just a second. I hop myself back to my house over here. Yeet. I did find him. Yeah, get your buddies. Still convinced they knock him off the boat on purpose. Alright, let me... Oh, that's cute. I like that a lot. Now make the cat butt coasters. I don't know. I feel weird about the Stitch movie, I'll be honest. I probably will, though, because I just love going to the movies, in general. So I probably will go see it just because I'd like to go. But I feel a little weird about it. Not even against live action movies. I go and watch them all the time. It's just something about Stitch being live action that makes it weird. Because I thought cartoon Stitch was cute. I do not think the live action, like, he does not portray that cute. Like, she called him a dog. He passed as a dog, you know? I don't think this alien passes as a dog. Yeah, we do pay for a movie thing, so we get a ticket every month. So, like, they do rack up. I think I have a couple right now. We just went and saw Brave New World last, and I know we're gonna use our tickets again. Oh, my tickets are gonna be... Who's knocking over my shit? Oh man, Paddington in Peru is playing. I'm probably gonna be going to see Thunderbirds? What? That is not what it's called. I don't know why I said that. I really lost my train of thought there. So I'll probably, because I think that comes out in May. Thunderbolts comes out May 2nd, so I'll probably be using mine. So I will be paying real money if I go see Stitch, too. Stitch as well, I should say. Because I got Thunderbolts, and then I think in July, there's Fantastic Four I'll be going to see. Yeah, I said Thunderbirds, and I was like, that is... What? I don't know why I said it. It was just, I don't know. Grease lightning, baby, I don't know. I'm losing it. Welcome, Nanner. I would like to sell you some apples. Yeah. If it's still in theaters, I might. But I also already have Disney Plus, and I would guarantee it's gonna come to Disney Plus. So then it's like... With movies like that, it can't be spoiled. Like, I know the plot of Stitch. Um, whereas something like I went and saw Captain America the night it came out because I'm like, ain't nobody gonna. I'm not letting nobody ruin a Marvels movie for me ever again. I go opening night every time. You know, like nobody. I don't want to see clips of nothing. I don't want to be opening TikTok and see clips of 3 Spider-Mans, okay? I don't think so. I don't actually have TikTok anymore. But, you get my point. The internet's dangerous for movies like that. But you can't ruin Stitch. Same reason you couldn't ruin a live-action Lion King, but what you could do is get a song stuck in my head before I even went in the theater. Keep your paws off my brother, you know? That's what happened with Moana, too. I knew the whole Moana soundtrack before I went in that bitch. The whole thing. No! Rip. We, still have Disney. We swapped 2 of our things and we swapped from AT&T to Verizon. But we were able to keep... Well, we're gonna be having commercials, which I'm like, ugh, but I can live. But yeah. Oh, that's terrible that you were in the middle of it. And Reborn's gonna be coming out soon. Like, they're continuing Daredevil soon. That's cruel that they stopped it. I mean, obviously I get it. Like, you know... They're not gonna pay for something they're not using just because you're in the middle of a show, but like, why? I never finished. I need to finish Daredevil. I was watching it with Jesse, and then never finished it. We started watching What If instead. We used to play games and watch movies a lot. I need to text Jesse. I haven't talked to him recently.
Someone liked our mate.
Nice. Our make? Like something I like posted a make of. Probably. Like a picture on someone's thing. Oh. Nice. Yeah, I know, but I wasn't sure if it was... if they liked our model or if they liked our make. Because like a make is something you post under someone else's, but it also could be the make of ours. That makes sense. Okay. Don't call me a liar ever again or I'll beat you up. Oh. Falcor. Yeah. Yeah, I watched a big chunk of it, and then I watched Hawkeye, which kind of related, and I think, like, the Hawkeye storyline will come into play in Reborn as well. But I gotta finish. Please resubscribe. Yeah, I think I was somewhere in season 2 maybe, but I don't remember. How many seasons of it were there? On Daredevil of Netflix's. Well, then I moved to Disney after they lost rights, but I remember being pretty deep in it. Like we hadn't just started. Like I don't want to say too much because I don't know what part. Okay, we were either in 2 or already in 3, so I don't want to talk about any content in it because I don't know what season any of it was. So I don't be like, oh yeah, when so and so popped in, like and like completely ruin the surprise or something. But yeah. Oh yeah, that's another one. If I had not seen Deadpool and Wolverine on opening night, I would have been hot. If I had had that scene with like Gambit, Elektra, and Blade, and And because I feel like when I got to see it, it was badass. And then seeing the edits of it, I enjoyed every edit after that because I was like, yeah. But I would have been upset if I had seen it. Yeah, the Johnny Storm scene was funny though. He's like, he's gonna say the thing, he's gonna say the thing. And then he, you know, he did say the thing, but not the thing he thought he was gonna say. Good stuff. Yeah, flame on. Look, I watched that one a lot with my dad, that specific Fantastic Four. And I know people say there's never been a good Fantastic Four movie, but I liked that one. I never watched the one with Miles Teller and stuff, so like I don't have an opinion on that one. I only ever actually watched the one with I can't remember his names. Chris Evans and the other people that I can't think of a single name right now. I'm really struggling with names right now. And just English words, apparently, because I was like, the Thunderbirds, and I was like, the fuck? My brain is giving up more and more on me every single day. And I know I'm likely to have Alzheimer's, but I don't think I'm supposed to be getting any symptoms this early on. I think my brain's just dumb. Yeah, to be fair, like, spoilers never stop me from watching it. Like, or reading it for that matter. Like, I knew the big death. And I was even, like, I was reading Mockingjay, the last book, and I was, like, starting to believe that it must have been a terrible rumor that I just come across. Because Prim had not died yet. And I was like, oh, that would be a relief if I had been misinformed. But Prim did die. But, like, so it doesn't stop me from reading or watching something. But I do like that feeling of being able to see something, you know, before it's ruined. But it doesn't, like, in a way that's gonna be like, oh, fuck, I guess it's whatever. I literally, Pedro specifically, that man can do no wrong to me, you know? This could be a bomb, and I would still be like, that was worth every penny. Because I don't think Pedro can play a bad role, and no one can convince me otherwise. Because I agree, he could play any role, and he could. I want to look something up before I say it so confidently. One second. I want to make sure before I say it. Yeah, he's already played in a bomb on the DC side. And you know what? I would still watch it again. Everyone said Wonder Woman 1984 was not a good movie. I didn't hate it. I'm gonna be honest with you. He was the villain. And that's okay with me. What?
50,000 bells?
Good news, he's gonna let you pay in Nook Miles the first time.
This is a ripoff.
Yeah, I am interested. I am interested. But yeah, he played the bad guy in Wonder Woman. And between him and Gal Gadot, I mean, the plot didn't matter to me anyway, but I did enjoy the movie. The issue is I hadn't seen the other Wonder Woman, so I was like, who the fuck is this man? I have no idea who she keeps, like, these flashbacks of a lover. I don't know that man. Never saw that man in my life. Because I didn't watch the other ones. I do that a lot with movies, though. I watched Iron Man 3, had not watched Iron Man 1 or 2. I have now, as of last week. Let's see what other movies. I watched Ant-Man Quantumania. Never watched any of the other Ant-Mans. Never watched any of the Thors up until Love and Thunder. I'm rectifying all of this. At this point, these are not facts, except for the Ant-Mans. I still haven't seen the Ant-Mans because we're not there yet. We just, in the MCU timeline, we just reached Guardians of the Galaxy. We're watching it in, not of order of release, but order of timeline. I'll have to, you know, go back and watch all the shows too, but I'm doing a full rewatch. So, we've done Captain America, Captain Marvel, Iron Man 1, 2, 3, Guardians of the Galaxy, Thor, Thor Dark World, Captain America Winter Soldier, Hulk, The Incredible Hulk, which was good because I never watched The Incredible Hulk actually before watching Brave New World, so I got context that I didn't have before watching the movie. What other ones have we watched? Guardians of the Galaxy we just watched. We're on the second one now. Oh, the first Avengers. That's in there. In that order that we've seen so far. I'd never actually seen the first Avengers. I had seen Endgame, Infinity War, parts of Age of Ultron.
Movies hasn't Shars.
Char's not seen any of them.
What? She watched the one with us.
I've been watching them on my own time because I've been watching them on my TV, which I can't stream. And to stream to my computer won't let me stream. Like whenever I go to use Discord, it like eats the sound, and I don't know what settings are different between my computer. Even though I've like gone through and done the same things with Discord, one day it just stopped. So we always do movie nights off my laptop, which is fine. But yeah, we moved our TV into this room, so it's just been, like, to be able to be on my computer and watch a movie has been a magical experience, because I haven't been able to do that ever. Because normally to use my computer onto a TV, a laptop onto the TV, we go into the other room, and then I can't do anything while we're watching a movie because I have my laptop plugged in, room in there, and not in here, and it's a whole mess. But yeah, so I haven't watched any of them as movie nights, but I've been... We saw Brave New World opening night, so that would have been... What, last Thursday? Just over a week ago, maybe? And I have literally watched all the way up through Guardians of the Galaxy. I've been watching a lot. Yeah, because on Disney Plus you can pull up in the order of the timeline. Let's see. So we've watched... Hold on, let's go back down. I don't care about the phases, I care about release or chronological. Captain America, Captain Marvel, Iron Man, Iron Man 2, The Incredible Hulk, Thor, Marvel's Avengers, Thor Dark World, Iron Man 3, Captain America Winter Soldier, and Guardians of the Galaxy. I didn't miss any of them. I've watched 11 so far. So then we have... The next 3 will be Guardians of the Galaxy 2, Avengers Age of Ultron, and Ant-Man. That's 12, 13, 14. And then some of these I've seen because of them, their release order. I started watching like everything on release, most things on release around Guardians of the Galaxy 2. So I saw Guardians Galaxy Homecoming. I never watched Ragnarok. I still have to watch that, but I'd watched Black Panther in theaters, Infinity War in theaters. Didn't watch Ant-Man and the Wasp, but I did watch Captain Marvel, Endgame, Far From Home, Black Widow, Shang-Chi, Eternals, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, Love and Thunder, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumanium, Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Did we watch the Marvels? Yes, we did. Deadpool, Wolverine, Captain America New World Order. They changed the name of that one. It's called Brave New World. I wonder if they had to change the name of it when they had to reshoot it. This list has it listed, but it's not listed named right. And then Thunderbolts I'll see in theaters. I'm excited about Phase 6. I'm excited about Doomsday and Secret Wars. But yeah, I'm excited to see Ant-Man. I love Ant-Man's character. I just haven't seen Like, I feel like Quantumanium people were really hard on, and I was just like, it's literally an Ant-Man movie. Fucking loosen up. His whole character is loosey-goosey. It's who he is. Grow up. But yeah, I'm down to only 6 movies in the entire MCU that I haven't seen at least once. And that is... I have to go with Ant-Man and the Wasp, which I'm actually wondering now if I did see that in theaters. I might have, but now I'm not sure. And then Ragnarok, Doctor Strange, the original Ant-Man, Age of Ultron. Maybe it's only 5. Either way, I'm getting to the point that I have way less. I'm down to like 5 in the entire MCU that I haven't seen at least one time. And I actually have seen a lot of the series. There are some that I haven't seen. Some that are Marvel related that I don't know that are necessarily MCU related. Like, I haven't seen Moon Knight and stuff like that, but I think I've seen all the ones that are MCU related, because I've seen Miss Marvel, Loki, WandaVision, Agatha All Along. All the ones that seem related to what's all of this. So there might be some, and now I'm gonna have to go back and watch. I do want to watch Moon Knight, I just haven't yet. I haven't seen She-Hulk yet. There's a couple series I need to go back to and watch after I do my binge watching. It's just hard because when I wasn't streaming, this was easy because I would just start after dinner and then go till midnight. But now I'm streaming again. What's a girl to do? So I'll probably watch some this weekend. Maybe, depending on how much other stuff I do this weekend. I don't know. The upside of being in this room also is that I can do my work and watch the movie. I'm just... Even though Matt says, you can watch them without me, I'm like, no, I can't. Idiot. No, I'm just kidding. Matthew.
Yeah.
How's your island going, buddy?
Oh.
How many Nook miles you got? 0. You're killing me, Smalls. I need to build a new net. But yeah, I've seen everything now that was in Phase 1. And then I'm 2 movies short on Phase 2. Avengers, Age of Ultron, and Ant-Man. But because I'm watching them not in release order, it's a mess. I don't know that he does have his phone yet, actually. I don't know if he's got his Nook phone yet. Because I don't know if he... He went to sleep, so I guess he might have talked to him and been given his Nook phone. Because... No, not you. In your game, you go to sleep, and when you wake up, Nook comes over and gives you your Nook phone and tells you how much money you owe him.
Oh.
I didn't go to sleep. You might as well be. I'm just kidding. Come here, little buggy. Yeah. I caught a moth and I had a ball doing it. I should go put some of these weeds away. Trying to think of anything that I've watched recently that hits the criteria of no secondhand embarrassment. or anxiety. List for that for me is quite small, but I don't know the last TV show. The last TV show I think we watched was Agatha All Along, right?
Yep.
Yep. And I will say, I can't say you won't have secondhand embarrassment. Especially that first episode where it's like the acting isn't intentionally bad because she's like...
That first episode was rough.
Well, I was literally watching it like, I hope this is intentional because Catherine is not that bad of an actress. I would say she's a good actress. Why is this so awful? But it was intentionally awful for part of the plot that I won't mention. But I was just watching it like, I didn't hear how bad. I thought it was good. It was good. I really did enjoy it. But I will say there were parts in it that I was like, you just want to sink into a chair a little bit because I was like, what the fuck is happening? Can't donate it yet either. God damn it. There's something really fun about the old ones. You had to send your fossils in the mail to the museum and you wouldn't get it back for a day or two, but that also meant it was like a nice surprise. It has nothing to do with the events of Multiverse of Madness. The context of her getting her memory back is in the show, but she doesn't have her memories back the first episode. So you don't need, I mean, I recommend watching Multiverse of Madness at some point. But, yeah, she's not mentioned at all in that movie. I liked Multiverse of Madness. Maybe it's because I really just, I enjoyed so, like, I know she was the villain. But I was cheering Wanda on every second. I was like, goddamn right, let that woman see her fucking kids, you know? Like, it's not my fucking problem that you're trying to stop her. That's how people die. Just let her do what she needs to do. Then people don't die. It's very simple. I know what you say. Anna, we don't negotiate terrorists. That may be true, but maybe you should negotiate with the Scarlet Witch. Maybe you should consider that. It would have saved a lot of lives if we'd considered that. It's also just so weird because I watched the Mary-Kate and Ashley movies growing up. So, like, I remember little Lizzie. She had little parts in it as the annoying little sister. And I'm like, wow, look at her now. Trying to destroy worlds and universes of every reality. Good for her. Alright, we're gonna sell this. We're gonna put this in the thing. Can put these away now, I guess. Yeah, I'm trying to think. It's another show that I've just been rewatching. I've been rewatching Once Upon a Time. I'm still rewatching House when I'm like, that's the show I watch when I'm by myself. It's like a comfort show. So is like Bones and stuff like that. But I don't watch a lot of new TV recently anyway. I would say Ghosts is a good one. It's funny. Still got some secondhand embarrassment, but like not in the way that's like crawling out of your skin. Yeah. You just turn on fucking... I liked watching USA because that's where Law & Order SVU reruns would play. That was my go-to, just turn it on. And like Nick and stuff for like SpongeBob, but you know. Can't wait till I can get a tool wheel because it's a pain in the booty. I need more Nook miles. Yeah, and I have like TV with like the Samsung TV. There are channels, but it's not the same as like surfing cable, like where you just, you know, they're like very specific. Like I have a Bob Ross channel. Not that there's a problem with that, but it's not the same as like scrolling across and being like, ah, yeah. That shit is just the same shit on repeat. It's not actual like, it's not real TV. I didn't realize it would fucking make it disappear. That was rude. Why are my pockets still so full? I'm gonna sell some of this junk. Can't wait till we can have bigger pockets. Can't hold nothing up in this bitch. Yeah. But at the same time, at that same point where we just had like fun little cable, the internet was the internet, but the internet wasn't the same in like this way. I wouldn't have all the wonderful friends I have. You could video chat with weird old men on Omegle.
That was fun.
I wonder every day how none of my friends went missing to this day. I have weird, gross, sparkling water from yesterday. That's the closest we're gonna get. It's probably not sparkling anymore because it's been on my desk for 24 hours. It's not sparkling anymore. It almost makes it more better or less bad, but it's still not good. I think that's why I do a lot of rewatches, because even when things were on TV, it was a lot of that. Like, I didn't get, like, tune in when I was like, tune in 8 p.m. for a new episode. You weren't catching me doing that. You were catching me watching 4 hours of SpongeBob episodes reruns at 8 a.m. Okay, that's what you were catching. One of my niece's first words was Bum Bob. She wanted to watch SpongeBob every single day. I knew she was gonna turn out right the moment she said SpongeBob as her, like, third word, you know? I was like, you know what? I think she's gonna make it. Hope she's doing good, speaking of. My sister, her mom's been in the hospital for a week now. We're all stressed, but, like, it must be really weird for her to be in an empty house every day. Not empty, but, you know. Not the same routine as usual. Woohoo! Woohoo! That's valid. Some days I randomly just start watching Scooby-Doo. Because you don't actually have to pay attention to anything of it, but it still feels good, you know? I need more miles. That was your actual butt.
Sure.
No, that wasn't Char butt. Her flatulence doesn't sound that way. I know how my dog farts. Do not blame that on her again. Even if yours was silent, I would know that what smells like yours versus hers. You guys are both foul in different ways. First of all, happy belated. I knew it was your birth month, but I didn't know I already missed it. To be fair, I didn't watch the Super Bowl. I never really do, but we can pretend like I was boycotting it, right? It's fine. I just wasn't watching it though. I just don't watch football. But I did see a lot of the halftime show just posted online. And I think specifically the looking in the camera. Hey Drake, that's fucking funny. That Matthew, it finally hit me. That was comical. A minor. I think a lot of what he did was, you know, his whole halftime show had a lot of meaning to it, but I think that's, you know, specifically knocking, you know, avoiding his political message and all of it. It was fucking funny that he looked him right in the face. Oh yeah, say Drake, sorry, you're right. Like, because he was looking, you know, doing his little dancey dance, and then, oh, whoop, like that was an intentional eye contact. Like, your lawyers can call me after the show, bitch. Like, you know? I love that for him. I thought that shit was funny as fuck. You really gonna do it? And him repeatedly teasing it like he wasn't gonna sing the song. It was funny. Like he was having an internal debate. When we all knew, like, he knew what he was gonna do, but like, you know, all of it, 10 out of 10. This is not CU related directly. But you know what show I'm still sad that doesn't have new episodes to this day? I'm sad they ever ended Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. that show slapped. Even if it's still kind of silly Billy, how they were just like, no, he's not dead. Major plot line of the Avengers was that Phil Coulson dies. It made them the Avengers. It was a common cause. But Phil Coulson is a main character in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and it is post the Avengers. And I think that's, you know, who cares about that? They're like, nah, it's, we got you, buddy. But to be fair, we did also watch Fury fake his death too, on probably several occasions, but at least one. So it's not wild, but I thought it was a good show. I thought it was fun. But yeah, it was by ABC, so it was like definitely separate to whatever, but I think it would be wild in like the multiverse of multiverse situations here. If they can just shove Wolverine in from another timeline into the MCU with Deadpool, then they could absolutely be like, oh yeah, look at my man. Coulson? He was not a clone. They ended up late, like you didn't. Oh, hold on. I'll wait till you get back before I I'm glad when people tell me in their ads because I never know when I'm like I don't have anything that shows me when ads are coming. I don't know how to even monitor that. I know you can because people do it, but no idea how. It was like what, the island of Tahiti they always talked about? Matt?
What?
In Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., what was it? The island of Tahiti or something?
Yeah.
It was a magical place. Yeah. Okay, so there was like I feel like the timeline for what's appropriate of what's a spoiler ends at least 1 year, but we're at like fucking 10, so by no means do I feel like this is a spoiler at this point. Everyone had their chances. No, but so it doesn't mention, as far as Coulson knows, he just happened to survive that. Like, they've convinced him of that. But he has this like weird, they're like, yeah, you went to Tahiti, you healed up, and like he doesn't remember Tahiti. He just like has this thing that, you know, when he thinks of Tahiti, he just says, like, it's Tahiti, it's a magical place. And like there's just like a blankness to that. But it turns out like they use alien blood to heal him, so like he's kind of like part chili alien. Like that's how he survived. But that's not till later in the show that you find out like that's how he's still kicking, because that ends up being a plot line of like, because only people that had this alien blood were capable of these powers that they were getting from these rocks. Like if the wrong people messed with the rocks, they killed them, or it would kill them, cause them to like explode. So like, anyway, yeah, it turns out aliens. I don't know. Not shocking. We have aliens all over the time, like all over the place in all of the MCU, but honestly, the way he's alive is kind of weak, which makes sense why the MCU didn't go, we're gonna go ahead and adopt this storyline right to our plot. This is quality. But if at some point they just like, surprise Shawty, I got a little cameo of Daisy or like bits or something, I'd be like, holy shit, that's so funny. It's, you know. Yeah, yeah. So like, it... I would be happy to see them again, but it is all like, it just didn't match with the timeline of what was happening when the show came out, but I thought that show was fire. Right, Matt? Fire. We watched so much TV back then. We had so much time.
No longer.
I'm just thinking, like, we watched all of that. We watched all of Game of Thrones, 8 seasons. Ton of other things too, but I'm just thinking, like, by the time I watched that, that show was already over. Because you were like, you've never seen it? It's a good show. So, like, it was back watching. It wasn't like it was on TV. Another good show that I'm sad only got 1 season because it didn't get enough interest right off the bat. Then people wanted a second season later. I think it was called The Tomorrow People. That was a good show. You know what I'm saying, Matt?
Yeah.
I hate when things get popular too late and they're not going to bring it back now. Like when I watched it, it had already like long been. I think it had maybe 2 seasons, but I think it was 1. And it left on a cliffhanger. Like they had intentions. It was supposed to continue. Then it didn't. I think it was The Tomorrow People. Yeah. It had 1 season. And it has 78% like this show and 7.2 on IMDb. Of course, Rotten Tomatoes over here with 45%, as Rotten Tomatoes does. But, like, it just didn't get the traction it needed when it was on TV in 2013. So it never got its 2nd season. What it needs is, like, randomly one day they're just like, and we're gonna make a new season, like they did with Heroes Reborn. They were just like, who cares that Heroes ended 10 years ago? We're just gonna make a new season. Heroes Reborn. Save the cheerleader, save the world. You know what they say. That's all I remember about the show Heroes is save the cheerleader, save the world. And I remember, I think his name was Silas, was the bad guy. Yeah, and it sucks because a lot of times it's like, sometimes things just get popular after, like, if it just had more time for the internet to, like, catch on. But they, like, essentially, like, if it doesn't have good watch on release, they're like, alright, cancel it. Like, it's just... Give it time. How can I earn more Nook miles? We got to catch a dace. Catch some fish. Yeah, so many shows could have killed it if they dropped during quarantine, because that's all we had to do. Not all. My job never stopped. I still worked 40 hours a week during quarantine, but still. I know that's not the case for everyone. A lot of people lost their jobs. And it's changed a lot of people's lives in, you know, whether it was positive or negative. Like, I would have never started streaming if it wasn't for quarantine. But also, like, wasn't necessarily all good things. Absolutely not. But, like, I don't know. It's wild, like, the Mokos. Which, so, hold on. Let me do one story at a time. Like, they had lost their jobs during COVID, and then now they're, like, able to do full-time streaming and, you know, art, because that's just, like... They fell into it and it stuck, and it, you know, that's really cool. Like, good things did come out for some people from COVID, from quarantine. But I do miss my schedule was funky during then. I had a whole different... One part I was working like nights, so I was staying up till fucking 6 a.m. playing games on stream. I'm over here playing Skyrim at 4 o'clock in the morning on a laptop plugged into a TV across the room with the 80 cords. It was quality. Actually, it had no quality, but it was fun. It was special. It was, you know, it was a special time. But, oh yeah. Last year I participated in 2, but the Moko's PP party, their big PP energy party, their partner party, is like the whole month of April. And I'll be, I mean, not just me. There's gonna be like a bunch of small businesses and artists that are going to be participating with, you know, giveaways and So there'll be a ton of giveaways, and they'll like be highlighting all their shops and everything. We'll have 3 different giveaways. Oh. 3 unique giveaways. I think I technically have 5 giveaways because one of them I'm giving away to 2 people. One's like D&D related, one's like bookish stuff. And then the other one is like tiny animals and fidgets. When it gets closer, I'll be posting on socials and stuff about it. But anyway, you'll probably see me try and stream during the day, like during that month, because I'll be trying to take you guys over there while they're doing that big celebration and stuff. And the only thing you need to do to participate in the giveaways is literally be following them. That's it. And all the giveaways for the different people have different stipulations. Some people will cover the shipping, some people don't cover shipping, you know, some are international, some are domestic. For mine, I'll be doing giveaway, anyone can enter, but for shipping, I'm only covering $12, which for domestic will cover most of it, if not all. But for international, it's only going to cover a part of shipping. But I will be shipping international. Those were just 2 thoughts connected. Meow. 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 I'll pet you. It'd be easier if you didn't, like, go flat when I'm petting you. I caught a dab. Not bad. Let's put that away too. Oh, you fucking idiot. Stop! And a dab. Alright, sorry. I had an Etsy message. God damn. Oh yeah, I'm thinking about maybe adding, like... So there's some things in my life that I can't sell on Etsy because it's copywritten, you know? I just don't risk it. Ew, nasty message. I'm not seeing something. But yeah. Oh, I said nasty message? Maybe. I said so many channel points and I said we need something to be able to do with something with them. I don't know. Anyway, I'm thinking about adding things to like be able to redeem points for like something simple that I can like send out in the mail. Like these are like magnets that I haven't put the magnets into. I can't put them on Etsy. Oh, maybe it was something about Etsy. Oh, I got an Etsy message, not a nasty message. But yeah, like I can't put these on Etsy because they're copywritten and like they're IP related, and I'm not having Nintendo take down my Etsy or something so silly, but they were so cute I had to print them. I've got like Mew and Snorlax and Pikachu. So I was thinking it'd be cute if I added that as like a channel redemption where it's like, you know, one person can only redeem like X amount of times because I can't, you know, afford to be sending them out a million times for the people that have like been hanging around for a couple of years. I just can't afford to do that because I still have to pay for them. But I'm thinking about adding something like that because I can't list them online, but they're just cute, and I know like my 3D printing is separate to this most of the time, but I obviously talk about it a lot, and it is still related to me. They go on my taxes regardless. I'll take the money. That's what I mean, is like, some of you guys have a lot of points, so it's like, it would be something that'd be worth a good amount of points anyway, like something, when it comes to something that has to go in the mail, I can't be like, it's only like 5,000, because whatever, you know? Speaking of, Moko has something that you can redeem. It's a dino dick. They 3D print a dino dick. I could 3D print a dino dick, but I spent 100,000 channel points on it because I think it's funny. Thank you for the lurkies! I hope your, birthday stuff is still going well. That's what, like, I feel like you guys would actually enjoy those. So, like, I figure that'll be a fun thing to add at some point. I just have to assemble them and figure out, like, what the channel point would be fair, but also, like, not screw me personally, because like I have to pay for the shipping and stuff, so like I don't want to make it so it's like, wow, how did this cost me so much money already? Even if I'm able to write it off, because it would be a write-off for the shipping for the, you know, sending them out, whatever, to be like, yep, these are the costs of going to Twitch or whatever. Still, just because it's a write-off doesn't mean I have to come up with money first. No, honestly, that's probably not the weirdest thing I've ever said. That's probably not the weirdest thing someone's ever walked into in my stream. I don't know what the weirdest example would be, but I feel like there's probably been worse things. Are they walking in like, the fuck did they just say? I stopped questioning why I don't have exponential growth on Twitch a long time ago. I know what it is. It's because I say weird shit. It's okay. It also is because I inconsistently stream. I have no stream schedule that I stick to. I'm too lazy to do any content outside of the live stream itself. And many other things. But we're gonna blame it on the fact that I say weird shit instead. Right?
Yes.
Okay, we caught 5 fishies. Need to catch snowflakes and catch bugs. You're actually probably right that every single one of the people out of that 1,000 actually did come into me saying something weird as fuck, and they were like, I don't even care about the context. Follow. Well, that was weird. Click. That's true. I wonder what weird shit I was saying when you guys came in. Or if I was just cussing that Jesse was shouting me out on a stream. So I know that's where Kai came from anyway. Victory Bell! Well, I don't know that I'm nice. I can be nice, and I can be mean, but I definitely am a good human being. I think I'm a good person. I don't know if I'm a nice person. I think those two things are different. I think my moral compass is in check. I'm confident about that. I will be beating a lot of Christians to heaven. And I don't even believe in God. But tell you what. That depends on which book you believe in. Maybe I believe in the Old Testament. Jesus didn't exist then.
You didn't believe in the Old Testament. You definitely get it.
No, I'm saying that I don't believe in the New Testament. I would only believe in the Old Testament.
Yeah.
That
motherfucker was even meaner in the Old Testament.
Yeah, he was, but I just said my moral compass is in check.
Unfortunately, that was not the only requirement. The old.
I think it was his moral compass.
We were talking about the guy that had him kill his whole family, right? For a bit.
Job got to have eternal paradise even after all that. What are you talking about? I'm not God is not moral. I'm saying getting to heaven is based on morality. God, I actually don't think is moral.
That's all with the books.
I think God is something. I think Old Testament God was bored.
He was a boss.
He just did wild shit because he could. No, I've spent a lot of time. I was religious. I believe there is something, but I do not believe a book where text was picked and chosen based on record. There is a lot of parts of the Bible that were never published. There's a whole, can't even remember what it's called, a lot of it, where they were like, oh, we can't publish that. We can't have people believe that women could possibly be non-subordinate. Yeah,
that one is.
We're just gonna.
That one is probably.
You know, it's probably best if we just don't talk about her ever again. We'll give him Eve. We'll give him Eve instead. Oh yes, Eve. Significantly better. Listens better. We'll publish that one. I don't believe in what is written by man. Which means I can't be Christian, because I can't believe in the Bible. Because I know that the Bible is not written by God. It is written by man. I had to take a whole philosophy course and go through so many religions. That was fun too. I actually enjoyed that a lot, but that's unrelated. The Old Testament was wild though. What a wild ride! The book, poor Job really didn't have a good time.
That wasn't even like the craziest.
It wasn't. No, I know. I'm just saying that, like, he just did some, like, Old Testament God just did stuff because he could. He's like, no.
He should wouldn't cook.
Like, it was like trying to test how far that he could go before someone would stop following him to prove a point that, you know, oh no, so-and-so is like my most loyal person. There is no point in which he would stop believing in me.
Yeah.
Why did you have to prove that to literally Satan? That's a bad friend. If your bad friend goes, well, why don't you just push it and see how far it takes until he stops believing in you? You shouldn't be his friend. Also, purgatory exists because where else do you put the kids? Where do you put the babies that weren't baptized? That's correct. When they die, they go to purgatory because that's somehow better than heaven, or than hell. You just get to go to the in-between land. Oh, I went to Catholic elementary school. Now I can tell you the difference between Catholic and Christian was. They're both Christian because Christian covers Methodist, Baptist, Catholic, you know, but all of those underneath that umbrella have slightly different beliefs that are like all different interpretations on the exact same book of text.
Are you sure? I thought Christians were Catholics, but not the reverse. I don't think Catholics believe in Jesus.
I am pretty sure they do believe in Jesus because you eat the blood of Christ. I was baptized Catholic, but I went to a Methodist church growing up.
So I know Christians like Catholics.
Catholics believe that Jesus Christ is the Son of God who was sent to earth to give people everlasting life. Wrongo, Matthew. But yeah, no, the Catholic Church is a very specific branch of the church. But it's all based off the interpretations of the exact same texts. I still like... I think the hardest...
That's what it is.
What?
Some Protestant denominations don't consider Catholics to be Christians.
Why? I'm agnostic. Yeah, like I said, I do believe that there is something, but I can't believe in an organized religion because it's run by people and people are corrupt. There's no other way to look at it. There's always a motive when it comes to people. And there are people who speak, you know, the word of their God or whatever, and they mean it purely. But there are a lot of people who do not. Catholics believe in Jesus, but they also pray to Mary, which is different than what a lot of other Christians believe, because Christians don't believe in praying to another false idol, essentially. So they all believe in God. Well, not all, but you know, my favorite thing is that originally Jesus is just like, you gotta convince people to convert from Judaism to Christianity. And they're like, okay, how do we do this? And I'm like, well, step one. You first have to reach the point where, you know, you have to be circumcised. And so, like, that's a hard selling point, right? But then, my good old friend, what's the guy that was, like, way against God and then saw God in a cave? Saul to Paul. So the Church of Paul. Paul was told that you can just jump straight to Christianity. You do not have to cut your penis. He got a lot more followers. So, the Paul ended up being the line of Christianity that survived. You're welcome. I may not be religious under the umbrella of a certain religion, but I surely know fun facts. Yeah, I think, like, when I think of Catholic, I do think of, like, a confession booth when they're like, you're gonna say 10 Hail Marys, you know? So, like, it makes sense that, you know, I didn't even consider that, you know, with that would include having, there's good old Mary. But, yeah, I was baptized Catholic. I don't know why, because my parents never took me to church. I didn't go to church with my parents. I went to church with my best friend, who's also not religious anymore, even though her dad is a pastor, so. Turns out, going to church and realizing that a lot of people in the church are full of themselves and shit, regardless of what you believe around about the world or morals or whatever, can sometimes make you go, maybe organized religion is a sham. Because I believe in science, and I believe science and religion can intertwine, but I do not believe that organized religion necessarily is always doing what it says it's doing. In terms of, I don't think the only time that you should follow a piece of text is when you're using it to hurt other people. And then ignoring the rest. Yeah, I believe that it's possible. Just because the 7 days. Why would God's 7 days have to be equal to the same time? Time's not even real. The Big Bang could still all follow. You know what I mean? Like, I have no qualms with being able to believe in two things. That's not my issue. My issue is organized religion specifically. It's not that I don't believe in a bigger force. It's that I don't believe that people in positions of power do not do bad things. Yeah. Well, I was going to end that TED Talk with, and while we're at it, ACAB, but I actually was going to leave that out, but now I've already said it, so. But that goes back to the same kind of experiments that show when you're given a position of power, you start becoming corrupt. You do bad things because it goes to your head. But yeah. I don't even know how this conversation came up. Damn it, I went in there to make a net, and then I forgot. What started this conversation about me yelling about God? My delusions! What was that? I said something pop up the top, but I didn't get a notification on anything else. That was weird. Oh, it didn't show me, but I did say, like, thank you. I got a thing that's like, thanks for getting us started. So I think you resubbed. So thank you for the resub, because now you have a little banana next to you. But for whatever reason, it didn't say, ooh, banana, or tell me. I just know it happened. I don't think things are set up too perfectly. For this, because there's too much information on so much evolution and change in the earth and people and animals over time to believe that it wasn't. Now, could there be a driving force to our evolution? Maybe. I don't think so, but you probably shouldn't have, but the ads were killing me. That's fair. But I was just like, but I don't know why it didn't go through. I'm here for a net. Focus. What was that? I took another course. Thank you. You got a ooh banana for me, because apparently it's not going to. But yeah, there's like a couple different ways that there's... No, tier 1 is more than fine. That is, thank you very much. Like, please, I have nothing to offer for higher tiers. Just get out of the ads. I'm just kidding. Oh, like when you're looking at like sediment from over time, and you can see exactly how it lays down, and so you can age certain things, like, you know, fossils and things like that. There are theories from people who are like, that don't believe in evolution, that they're like, there are two things. I mean, one is that, like, it's all a lie, but two, that, like, it's just like that because God wants you to believe that it was, like, he put it in that order. And I'm like, that seems like a lot of work. That it happens to also fit scientifically, that he personally just decided to do that just so you would think that. Because why would he want you to think that? Like, I don't know. But yeah, I do believe in something, but I don't believe in... I also... I find it like a wild thing when people, like, realize, like, there are a lot of countries that people aren't that religious. Or if they are, it's more of like a spiritual thing than it is a God thing. And then they're like, without the threat of going to hell, why would people be good people? And it's like, I don't know, buddy. Do you have to make that thought every time you're about to do something? That, like, will I go to hell for this? Because I actually think that just makes you a bad person if you have to have a looming threat over your eternal burning to make a good choice. I think that says, like, I don't understand that thought. No, like, I don't... That's weird. I don't need a threat to do a good thing. I don't even have those thoughts when I do good things. I don't think about how I'm gonna go up or down. Because I also believe in ghosts. I would like to stay right here on this plane and haunt people. I don't know. I like to believe after we all die, we're all just sorted into whatever we believed in, and that's what happens to you. Oh, you want to be reincarnated? Go to aisle 4.
Go to aisle.
Reincarnation is actually crazy because there are some stories of people who remember, like, so vividly information that no one else could have possibly told them or them read about, that there's just no way you could convince me that that person was not that person. Like, when kids talk about it, there's no way that they would have known that. And then you look it up and you fact check them, and that person existed. They had the exact, like, the kid that believed he was an old pilot, and he's naming stuff. He named how he died. He named his plane. No, buddy. Reincarnation. Real. Is it real for everyone? Maybe not. Because maybe we all just, whatever you believe in is how it goes. Because maybe the God that exists is even more powerful than any God that's written in any text, because he can do it all. He has all kinds of afterlives. Whatever you want, buddy. You want to be reincarnated? Okay, well, bad luck for you, because you were actually a really bad person, so you will be reincarnated into a bug. I hope someone steps on you. And then he's like, oh yeah, you just don't believe in anything? That's chill. Eternal blackness for you. And then they're like, you want to go to heaven? Sure, buddy. Go ahead. That's what I like to believe. But I'm still... Reincarnations got me shook. Like, it's so wild to hear some people, and even people who are, like, really just in tune with the universe, when they know their own past lives and there's nothing, and I'm like, I've never had that feeling, but I don't doubt you for a second. If you know who you were before, I'm chilling. I'm not there. I'm not on that plane, but I do believe you wholeheartedly. Did I break another net? Is that why I'm here? No. What did I break? Fishing rod. I will watch. I do want to watch Moon Knight at some point. But yeah. I do believe in something. I just don't know what that something is, but I do know. The church should pay taxes. Don't you forget it. Oh, the doula. The death doula. Yeah. And there is a scientific explanation for that. It can be your brain giving, like, for the same reason that your brains fire off a lot of new, neurons and stuff when you're coming back after, like, a near-death experience. So, like, some people can believe that they had an out-of-body experience and maybe it was just your brain. Whatever. That still comes down to the beliefs. But I think listening to other people's out-of-body experiences, that's wild. I love it. I love it. I think that shit is so fun. Not fun that they died, but, like, fun to listen to what have, like, same reason I like hearing about people's, like, reincarnation, because it's like it doesn't confirm anything about any one thing, but it's just like the world is crazy in a good way. Like, it's just, I don't know. Then I have, like, existential crisis because I'm like, I'm a speck in a universe and my life means nothing. But I try not to get that far. I like to just think about how this is fun and neat, I don't like to get down that hole, because that one's hard to get back out of sometimes. I do like the Death Doula videos, though. I think they're sweet. Because, yeah, it's like, that when they start, they're talking to people, and then you can't argue that. I'm positive that kids have, like, a less, like, that veil for children is really thin, the same way it is for when you're about to, getting old and you're about to die. I believe kids are more in tune with that other side. I shit you not. Well, what my younger sister hated when I did this, but my niece would talk about people she had never met before, who had passed. Sure, like, and she would talk about them being in the room, or, like, a toy would randomly go off and she'd be like, Uncle Pate. And you're like, is he here right now? My sister didn't like that I'd be like, Haley, is anyone in the room with us? She didn't like that I voodoo, Ouija board my niece, but I thought that shit was interesting. So for me, it sounded like there was a weird thing or a toy that went off, like a button pressed. I wanted to know. I wanted her to tell me. And it freaked my sister out. And I'm like, you know what? Her grandmother don't want no beef with us. I just want to know if she's here right now. I don't think anyone's here to hurt us. Be for real. Now, do I think there are spirits that are here for bad reasons? Sure. But, I don't believe someone playing with Haley's toys is. Anyway, she's a teenager now. Doubt she can see the dead anymore. Let's ask. No, I'm just kidding. I wonder what Haley would say if I just randomly texted her at midnight on a random Friday. Can you still see dead people? Makes me want to do it more, but I know she won't be awake, but... Oh, man. Oh, that's a good show that I like. It was the first show I had ever binge watched, because I actually had started the show by renting discs, okay? When Netflix still, you had to, request discs. Ghost Whisperer, show slapped, so good. Jennifer Love Hewitt. Well, like, she's heard these stories, so she might, like, if I were to then put context, she'd be like, okay, why'd you ask that randomly? But, like, she would have no clue why I'm randomly texting her and asking you that specifically, and that would just make it that much funnier. But yeah, I don't know. The universe is weird. I like believing in everything and nothing all at the same time. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, out of all the religions, because Judaism, Christianity, and Islam are all based on the same text. Islam believes in Jesus, but doesn't believe they were the son of Christ. They just believe that they were a prophet similar to Muhammad, but that Muhammad was the last prophet that there was. I learn in all three of them. All very neat. I think Islam would be where I'm at, though. Out of that grand scheme of those three things, I'm like, I'm on board. I don't know that I'm on board with them being literal son of Christ. The game shows, though, were fun, but not in, like, the way you want to watch them forever. But yeah. Religion's fun. Religion's fun to study. But it also makes you think, like, I don't understand people hating people because they don't believe in the same thing. So I'm like, why is yours more important than theirs? It's not. Get out your head out of your butthole for a minute. Let them believe what they want. You believe in what I want. I'm actually only the member of one church. I'm a member of the Satanic Temple. Because they believe in my bodily autonomy. And someone's got to protect it in the court of law. And they got my back. It's on my wall. No idea. I tried to ask Matt how we got to this point. I don't know where the conversation of God and religion came up. And then we got into just like agnosticism. And then we got into how it's interesting of all the different beliefs in the afterlife. And then we got into I see dead people, and then we got into I don't know where the connections were. That's the issue. Is I understand how God, that conversation moved through all these topics. But I don't know what the train track here was. That was, I'm watching all these movies. Tick, 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 tick. Oh, I said I have a good moral. Oh, I know what it was. Kai said, I realized you were nice because of your dog. And I said, well, I think I can be nice and I can be mean, but I know that my moral compass is correct. I know where my moral compass falls, and I'm confident in that I'm a good person. And then I said, I'm going to beat a lot of Christians to heaven. And then I said, but I don't know if I believe in heaven. And then Matt said, well, you're not going to beat him there then. But I'm like, yeah, but at least my moral compass is in check. And here we are. The connection was actually you pointing out that you and Kai came in at the same time. I found the connection, baby! I think he went to bed without saying goodnight. How rude. I really was trying to, I was like, what the fuck was that? I still don't know what that connection was, but I do now. That I was just saying my moral compass is in check, and then Matt was like, oh, and then I was like, oh, but it depends, like, then we're talking about the Old Testament versus the New Testament, and how the Old Testament God, the New Testament God is really toned down, and mainly it's because you see mainly Jesus' story, but, like, God did some, like, the covenants didn't exist from nothing, okay? Yeah, I really had to, the backtracking was really far. The source point, way back there. But we found it. Just took a little bit. That's how every thought in my brain is all the time. It's just not all of it comes out of my mouth. But that's how everything is in my brain all the time. Doing, 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 doing. I'll be on the phone and nothing in the conversation, and then just be like, oh yeah, blah, 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 blah. And Matt's like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, obviously, the thing I was fucking thinking about without telling you. Like, what do you mean? Because we were talking about this, you weren't also thinking about a conversation we had 3 days ago? You're not thinking of both at the same time, along with everything else? Come on. And then I realized he's actually not. And then I'm like, oh. Like, okay. Excuse me. I'm actually late to ending stream. And that is why, friends, I do believe we can all have healthy conversations about religions and politics. Because I actually believe in the moral compass, and as long as you're not an asshole, I'm chill with it. But once you start using any religion to say, like, certain people aren't people, that's like where my line is. Or like, certain people shouldn't be able to be themselves. That's my line. You know? That's not politics, that's dickheadedness. I know, I'm looking at the time, I'm like, it's 12:15. How did we get here? I blame God. He made me end stream late. I'm gonna get smited. Morality, baby. Now I gotta make mental choices of where we're gonna go. I don't know where to go. I have a ton of people online. I'm just like scrolling over and over again, like. I've never played any Resident Evil games. I don't dislike it. I just never played it. You got somebody in mind? Alright, let me look them up. Yeah, I went into someone's stream, but I think they're on the end of theirs. Yeah, we can go over there. It's Friday, right? I will not be streaming for the weekend. Bit out there, but chill. Real. But yeah, I don't stream this weekend unless I just like have time and want to. I'll probably play a little bit. I'd like to get some things caught and dealt with during the day on here, but I won't be able to do that when I stream, which is hard because I don't stream like that. Let me copy that too. All right, but I will be back Monday, I think. But either way, I will be back. I appreciate you guys hanging out. Thanks for listening to my rants about everything. But yeah. Bye.